Hey guys, this is Kamal Sharma and in this video we will talk about load balancing and fault tolerance. I have seen in my college days, university websites always crash on result day because servers were not able to handle the load of sudden spike in request. Server load balancing was the main reason for those problems. So let's talk about what is load balancer. Load balancer is the most important component of system design process. It efficiently distributes incoming requests or throughput across the servers. Load balancer monitors server health to ensure if they can handle request, and if any server goes down, load balancer stops sending new requests to the server and removes unhealthy servers from the pool. Similarly, if a new server is added in the server pool, then it starts sending requests to it. Load balancer can be used between client and web server and application server and database, or between cache servers. Next is load balancer type. There are mainly two types of load balancer: software load balancer and hardware load balancer. Software load balancers are the software that can be installed on any ordinary machine. They route network traffic to different servers. While hardware load balancer devices is a physical appliance where vendors load proprietary software onto the machines they provide, which often uses specialized processors. So which one to choose? Software-based load balancers are getting popular because of flexibility, cost, and easy to install. If we are not having any specific reason to choose specific hardware, software-based load balancers would be better choice. While hardware load balancer can be useful for banks, medical, and other regulated industries, data center where it requires resilient and fast load balancing. Next, we'll talk about the algorithms used for load balancer. With help of these algorithms, load balancer decides which server is the most eligible for any incoming request. The first algorithm is round robin. In this approach, requests are distributed across the group of servers in round robin manner. It does not consider load on server, so sometimes can be dangerous if the server can be overloaded. Next is list connections. It is better than round robin algorithm. Load balancers maintains active connections for each server, and the new request is sent to the server with the least number of active connections. List time algorithm. This method is based on server response time. Load balancers maintains the average response time from each server. It sends a new request to the server which takes least time to respond. It is better than list connection algorithm. Next is hash based algorithm. Load balancer would calculate a hash value based on some hash function. This hash function can be customized and calculated using client IP, location, or other attributes. List bandwidth method. In the list bandwidth method algorithm, load balancer keeps tracking the traffic bandwidth of each server in megabytes per second. The list bandwidth server would be sent the new request. Next is random with two choices. In this approach, load balancer picks two servers at random and sends the request to the one that is selected by then applying the list connections algorithm. So these algorithms can be used for load balancers. Next, we will talk about a few benefits. Load balancer helps to reduce downtime and provide high availability. It also helps with low latency, better performance and user experience, and no single point of failure. To implement load balancer, there are some major challenges. Let's talk one by one. The first challenge is unequal load distribution. It is challenging to distribute load equally on all the servers. Consistent hashing is often used for better load distribution. Sometimes data needs to redistribute if it is not distributed equally. The next challenge is choosing the right algorithm. All algorithms are useful, but it is really challenging to choose appropriate algorithm as per the use case. Version update. With software load balancer, sometimes compatibility issues can be there, and hardware load balancer updates can be equally challenging. Next is diagnose the errors. Diagnosing the errors in the load balancer can be really tough because it keeps a lot of traffic. Load balancer also can be single point of failure, so people often have an alternative load balancer that can take place if the primary load balancer gets down. That was all about load balancing. If you have any question, comment or message me on LinkedIn. In the next video, we will talk about SQL and NoSQL databases. Thanks for watching.